$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes.
Dubbers the shit fuck, cringe tour, etc., etc.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like, whoa.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it. Because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family.
Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same.
Hello, users, and welcome to another show. This is a show. It's a live. I post it. Well, I stream it. It's a show. It's on YouTube, and you can watch the show on YouTube.com. This is the show. This is Above It All, folks. 1,632. That's a lot of thousands. It's actually only one 1,000. There's a lot of hundreds. 16 of those. Anyway, we got a show going on today. Hello, everybody. Today is the day for the show. Today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is July 27. It is Wednesday. Today is going to be another Doom stream. I didn't do one last week because of my mouse scenarios. But I will be bringing it back, finishing this WAD at 1 o'clock. Check it out. So that'll be fun. I would like to apologize on behalf of myself. I got really high yesterday. I have woke up still high, so please bear with me. And we will survive this plague together. Love the color of your shirt. It's it's a shirt. It's a good color. What is this color? It's like a pinkish. It's like a rose. It's like I don't know. I've heard this be described as a rose, but I don't know why they recast the character, but I also don't care. So, as far as I'm concerned, he got the job done. I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. So we got a show going on today. I'm going to be doing a program for today. Today's program is going to be today. For today. 5 today, actually. And also 6 today. And so here we have this coffee. Pretty good. So that's some coffee. I'm drinking coffee today. I'm deciding to do another 36-hour fast today. So I'm not going to eat. I had, well, I mean, you could call it dinner. It was maybe supper. I did have food yesterday evening. And I'm going to skip today. And we're going to start back up tomorrow. So I'm trying to do one of these every week. I feel like doing it during a weekday is a little bit more palatable than doing it during the weekend. So today I'm going to be doing that. If anyone wants to join me, I might just make it an every Wednesday thing. I might do it Thursday next week. I'm not sure yet. But if anyone wants to join me, I don't know if you have plans, but feel free to join me. I will resume eating food on at breakfast time tomorrow. Is this the uncensored version of the show? Let's check. Fuck! Cock! You tell me? You have eating plans. Well, anyway, motherfuckers with eating plans. Can you imagine planning out, oh yes, I will have this meal at this hour? Anyway, we got a show going on today. I'm planning on doing a show. It's just a matter of, when I get into it. Let's drink a little bit more coffee, shall we? Check the weather. Maybe I'll mow the goddamn grass today. It's sub 30. It's pretty good. Corn on the cob? Oh. Where's the real host of the show at? That's a good question. All right, let's begin. So, I talk a lot about this on my program, and that is clean water. Here we have some news from California. Audit says nearly 1 million in CA face long-term health issues due to unsafe drinking water. This is just in California. It's a lot of people. A new report released by the California State Auditor says that nearly 1 million Californians could face long-term health issues after receiving unsafe drinking water, which could include liver and kidney damage, along with an increased risk of cancer. The audit also criticized the State Water Resources Control Board, saying it lacked the urgency to address the state's failing water systems. According to the report, there were more than 370 failing water systems as of December 2021, which provide water to 920,000 people. Nearly 240 of these water systems have been failing for at least 3 years, and more than 150 have been failing for 5 years. Further, for 2022, the state's water board data showed that an additional 432 water systems serving more than 1 million people are at risk of failing. The majority of the failed water systems were in disadvantaged communities in the Central Valley, with more people being impacted in San Joaquin, Stanislaus, and Merced counties. The audit says the State Water Board had not prioritized processing the water system's funding applications to improve water quality, explaining that the average length of time for water systems to complete their applications and receive funding doubled over the last 5 years from 17 months to 33 months. So basically each agency is going to be ping-ponging this to another one. The water companies are going to say, "Oh, it's not me. It's the state board." The state board's going to go, "Oh, it's not me. It's the budget." And then the auditors are going to be like, "Oh, it's just," and then everyone's going to be like, and then the people are going to be like, "Oh, I'm drinking poison." Now, I've said this for a long time. Is that water in this country, pretty much everywhere, is poisoned. Like, unless you live on Wall Street or somewhere pretty close, your water probably has some amount of chemicals in it. The most common chemicals in the places that I've lived are chloroform, like the shit that they use to rape people. I'm just throwing that out there. Chromium, PFAS, levels of PFAS are extremely high in water supplies, tap water. There's lots of chlorine in water. So there's also, but again, one of the big problems is they do use some chemicals in the cleaning process, but one of the problems is the chemicals do not get properly recycled or rinsed out of the water as they're cleaning it. And the other thing is, again, because our infrastructure has not been upgraded or updated in many, 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 many years in this country, there's lots of times like lead pipes can leak lead into the water supplies, right? So there's all kinds of chemicals that are going to be in water supplies. This is not just exclusive to California. This is not exclusive to Flint, Michigan. This is not exclusive to anywhere. And again, there's two different things here. There's actually what would actually be unsafe, and then there's what the government will say is unsafe. And if the government is telling you that the water is unsafe, that means the shit is fucked. That means the shit is fucked, because typically what happens is the drinking water will be unsafe, but the government guidelines are like, "Oh, well, we won't do anything until it hits this threshold, whatever." So anyway, just throwing that out there. Be careful. Get a water filter if you can. It's worth the investment, I can assure you. And there you go, especially if you live in California in these counties listed. But anywhere in the U.S., you got to be very careful. Rainwater collection is illegal in a lot of states. Retro boomer. Like having a bucket outside and collecting the rainwater and then filtering it is illegal in like half the country. Now, the reason that they say that is because, right, there's like, whatever chemicals that are in the clouds and the water, you'd think, right? But somehow there's like chemicals in the atmosphere that they deem unsafe for rainwater consumption. But then there's a difference between like rainwater consumption and then just rainwater gathering and then further filtering the rainwater, which is what I would do. But like that is just insane, you know. I mean, just the world that we live in is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Speaking of crazy, we got some news from the White House. Now, I often criticize the White House for being unclear, for not doing anything, right? I'm not a fan of the president, needless to say. Not a fan at all. But the White House has finally announced something that I think, you know, again, it's shocking and it's impressive. And I'm being very serious when I say this. So congrats to Joe Biden's White House. The White House says that Biden will make a decision on student loans. Now, usually we get all these, like, you know, White House says this and that and this. This is some very clear language. Biden will make a decision. Wow. I mean, that's telling us something that, honestly, without this press release, where would we be in our lives, right? Like, Biden will make a decision on student loans. Isn't that great? I can't get over it. This is the best news I've seen all year. The White House said on Tuesday that President Biden is mulling whether to extend the pause on federal student loan payments and whether to forgive student loan payments on a broader scale ahead of the pandemic-related moratorium on payments that are set to resume on August 31. He'll make a decision. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said, "I'll let him speak." Again, this is great news. Biden will make a decision. Now, the reason why I say this is good news is because it proves Joe Biden is still alive. That's what it proves. If Joe Biden is capable of making a decision, it proves that he is still a living being. So again, this is some really interesting news. She noted that Biden told reporters last week that the end of August is his timeline for making a decision. Wow! So, okay. The deadline is August 31st. And he's adding, you know, because Joe Biden is a hard worker. You know what I mean? He's got grit and determination. So the deadline, August 31st, right? That's not good enough for him. He wants to impose his own deadline, right? He's a hard worker. He wants to get shit done, right, Joe Biden, right? So he decided he's going to put his own deadline the end of August. Isn't that great? You know, because again, he's got determination. He's ready to work. The president understands firsthand how burdensome this can be for many Americans across the country. Yeah, because his bill is the one that actually created this scenario where people cannot declare bankruptcy on student loans, for example. That's why he took the action that he did when it came to pausing repayment. She said she didn't have anything more to share on loan cancellation. This is wonderful. I mean, Joe Biden will make a decision. I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited for this. This is going to be great. Joe Biden's going to make a decision. Wow. That's the best news I've heard all year. For sure. Folks. Y'all. Everybody watching the program. I don't know if you were here yesterday. If you weren't, you have missed the introduction of a new prop. And that is the tip jar. We got a tip jar. If you would like... Hello. If you would like to give me some money, I got a tip jar here. It's a visual metaphor. And if you want to give me money, I will put coins in the tip jar as a visual metaphor. The month end is coming. The month's end is coming. And so my phone bill's not going to pay itself. So, hit me up. fucking, there you go. So we got a show going on today. Today's Wednesday, I think. I think today is Wednesday. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure today is Wednesday. I don't honestly know. And so Max's tip jar. I will say this: as soon as this tip jar is full, I will buy Max a toy. In fact, I'll get him 5 toys as soon as this tip jar is full. Now, keep in mind the tip jar is metaphorical. I put 1 coin in per contribution. That join option, it's coming. It's coming. So the Democratic Party, we love the Democratic Party, don't we? Don't we love the Democratic Party? I'm a huge fan. House Democrats berate campaign arm over very dangerous GOP primary scheme. So, I mentioned this, I covered this a while ago, that the Democratic campaign, like whatever, like organization does like the group campaigning, is funding primaries for the Republican side and funding the crazy Trumpers. So that's great. They tried that in 2016, and look where that got us. Environmental Coffee House, $4.99. Okay, everyone, here's to Andrea's tip jar. So again, we got a tip jar. I'm gonna put a dime in here. I just got a bunch of random coins on my desk because whenever I have change, I just, I take my pockets and I go like, right. So, but anyway. $44 million they spent on crazy Republicans. A growing number of House Democrats are seething at their own campaign arm for meddling in a GOP primary to promote a pro-Trump election conspiracy theorist. After months of warning that such candidates were a threat to democracy, and public statements, private chats, and complaints taken directly to the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, Democratic members are aghast that their committee is spending nearly $500,000 to air ads boosting Donald Trump-endorsed John Gibbs over Rep. Peter Mayer, or Mish, who voted to impeach Trump last year. Well, Mayer is one of the few GOP lawmakers who voted to hold Trump accountable for his own false claims about the 2020 race. His blue-leaning seat is also a top Democratic target district this fall, and Gibbs is seen as an easier opponent to beat in November. The primary next Tuesday will kick off a 3-month sprint to the general election. Now, again, instead of spending $44 million on their own campaigns to advertise what great things these candidates are going to be running on, they're spending $44 million on these random shitfucker campaigns. And even if they lose, right? Okay, mate, great. You can beat them in November. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. It didn't really work in 2016. But even if they lose, they're still going to be benefiting from that money forever because it has permanently raised their profile. They won a primary on the Republican side. So they're just going to run again in another race or in the next cycle. And they're still going to be benefiting off of this $44 million, right? So again, these people don't think in the long term. It's just insane. It's just insane. I just can't. I can't with these motherfuckers. Quote, no race is worth compromising your values in that way, said Rep. Stephanie Murphy, D-Fla, who sits on the committee investigating the Jan 6 attack on the Capitol and Trump's election-subverting schemes that preceded it. Democrats, like Murphy, fear the strategy could easily backfire if a candidate like Gibbs were to win the general election amid a GOP wave, and the party also risks undercutting its own core message about the dangers of the MAGA Republicans taking power. Again, there is no MAGA Republican. It's just Republicans. All right, there is no MAGA Republican. It could be harder for Democrats to claim that certain GOP candidates are an existential threat to the country if they also were using party money to push them closer to winning office. Some members' frustrations are particularly acute now after months of simmering tensions between Rep. Patrick Maloney over other issues during his tenure as the chair of the DCCC. Quote, many of us facing death threats over our efforts to tell the truth about January 6th, to have people boosting candidates, telling this very kinds of lies that caused January 6th and continues to put our democracy in danger is just Mind-blowing, said Murphy, who is not seeking re-election this fall. Hello, Dennis. Love your contents and $15 on PayPal. Oh, thank you so much. Reminder, folks, I get more money if you give it to me on PayPal. I'm gonna put I'm running out of coins here. I got a nickel, and in the tip jar. I'm surprised that this is working. But I thank you. For sure, I appreciate it. For some, the better chance of flipping one seat is not worth the risk of Gibbs roaming the halls of Congress. The DCCC's ad calls Gibbs too conservative for West Michigan, links him repeatedly to Trump, and trumpets, get it, trumpets, his hard line on immigrants at the border. Wow. Anyway, so some Democrats are starting to wise up to that. That's the kind of gist here we're getting here. You don't have to read the rest, we're just, at this point, we get the gist. A couple of Democrats, some of them that are higher up in the leadership, are very confused and very upset about this, as they should be. As they should be. But guess what? Who gave them the green light? Who gave them the green light? Who's in charge? Who was like, oh, that's a great idea, let's do that? Those are the people, they need to be named and shamed. It's fucking Looney Tunes. They could be using $44 million on literally anything else, and it would do infinite positive propaganda for their campaign. They could be using $44 million to, again, that's the number between all of these races. Each one is like $1 million, $500,000, right? But they could be using this money on building their own campaign infrastructure. They could be using this money on paying volunteers for their campaigns so that people are more willing and excited to work for them, do canvassing, phone banking, etc. Right? Like, they could be doing so much, right? They could be doing so much with this money, and instead they're giving it to the enemy, and it's just ridiculous. It really is. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, again, most of the time, the way people vote is they're not going to memorize what the ad says. They're just going to recognize the guy's name. Oh, that's the guy I saw on TV. They're not going to know if the ad is like, this guy is a Trump and crazy guy. They're just going to go like, oh shit, that name rings a bell. Because most people are fucking stupid when they vote. They walk in, they don't know any of the candidates. I don't even know why they're fucking voting, right? They do it, I don't know, because their mom told them to. They walk in like zombies, shuffling like sheep, like, I recognize that name on TV. And then they walk out because they're fucking stupid, right? We need to understand this. Most Americans are fucking stupid. Most Americans are fucking stupid. They're fucking dumb motherfuckers. They're dumb motherfuckers, okay? Do you understand this? Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. Anyway, some Democrats are wising up, so that's good. Myla Rezon, $5 redues, not to be outdone by Sandy. I take back what I said about holding out. Also, no nukes. Okay, I gotta find, like, more coins. Do I have... I think I'm out of coins. Oh, no. I gotta, like, go to the fucking laundromat and get some more coins. Oh. I found a coin. All right. Thank you, Myla. I'm out of coins, so you can stop giving me money. Until tomorrow, and I'll find more coins. I got some snot rags. Does that count? I don't know. Anyway, raison. That's true. We got a show. We're doing a program today. Well, I don't want to take him out of the jar, right? I want it to get bigger over time, right? It's like a progress bar. All right, so we got a show. We're doing a program today. I decided to do a show. Oh, I'm so high right now. All right. Anyway, of course, I want to remind everyone been posting some videos. Are you high? Yes, I am. I've been posting some videos recently. Some of them, that's right, everybody. Some of them are under attack. That's right, everybody. I've been chosen as a target for attack by right-wingers. I've been chosen. So I want to just remind everyone, this is a call to white knight me in the comment section to any of my videos. If you see a video of mine and you're thinking to yourself, there might be a good chance someone is harassing me in the comment section, click on the video, like the video, and defend me in the comment section. Right-wingers, folks, they have chosen me. They have selected me for attack. I'm just trying to be here, be myself, speak my mind. Free speech in this country is under attack, really, when you think about it. But I'm just trying to be myself and speak my mind. And the right wing, the conservative ideologues, are attacking me, folks. That is right. I am under fire. I'm under attack. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. My mental health is suffering. I will be honest. I will say this. I will admit. You know, I'll come clean. Why do you think I'm getting high every day? Why do you think I'm doing so many drugs? I'm relapsing. Why? Because of reading the comment section on youtube.com. It makes me so upset. So anyway, go watch all my clips. Even though you've already seen the main show, watch the clips and defend me in the comment section. Thank you, everybody. And yes. So there you go. I'm gonna make that a clip, and then that's gonna be a good one. Anyway. So. Goddamn. We need a complete and total shutdown on these motherfuckers until we figure out what the hell's going on. Folks, I'm skipping food today. Doing another 36-hour fast. If you would like to join me, let me know. I'm gonna give more advance warning in the future, but I'm still working the schedule out. But so I might do Thursday next week, but I'm just doing Wednesday today. I'm not joking, right? Oh, I am joking. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. But also, you should definitely defend me in the comment section. I mean, that you should do, but I'm under. It doesn't affect me whatsoever. But anyway, so if you want to join me in solidarity with, you know, I mean, like, I should brand this as, like, fast once a week to fight capitalism. Yeah. It is revolutionary ideology is we don't eat food once a week because, you know, first of all, we don't really even need the food, and how much money do you, like, spend on food every day? It's like, you know, you could be spending that money, donate it to your local, you know, YouTube streamer, man. How much money, you know, you spend, like, $13 on, like, you know, food, and then, like, it's gone, man, and then you're not even, like, you know, and then, so anyway, I'm gonna market it, I'm gonna come up with something, but, man, you know, like, if you want to join me, feel free. If you don't want to, that's fine, but, I'll resume eating. If you already had breakfast, you know, whatever. On a fast, the only things that are allowed are black coffee, no, like, you know, and no additions. Black coffee, water. I mean, diet soda, I guess, maybe is allowed, but you know, I'd say no. But, like, that's, like, you know, if you really need it or whatever, if you need something. I need it, man. I'm losing it. I need my fix, bro. Like, you know, go grab yourself a Diet Dew or some shit. Yeah, tea is fine. Just, you know, stuff that, like, don't eat food. You know, don't eat edibles, but you can vape, you know. So, you know. The way I see it, I spend $15 on Netflix and never watch it. So I might as well pay it here on content I really watch. Now that's an idea. That's an idea right there. But yeah, I'm trying to get my food habits back under control. Been on a little bit of a bender recently, but so this is my way of doing that. Is a weekly challenge. You fast, you know. This is step 1. Is Courtney here today? It's a good fucking question. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing well. In fact, I'm doing so well, we're going to do another news story. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. The orange man, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Folks, he's orange. And he also lost the 2020 election. And also, he might be going to jail. Woo! Woo! Where have we heard that before? U.S. Attorney General hints Trump could be criminally charged over effort to stop transfer of power. Oh, really? Oh, really? January 6th, 2021 was how long ago? And now you're just figuring this out? Oh, shit, maybe we could charge him for that. Took you like fucking 18 months to figure out whether or not he could be charged for that? Wow. The Justice Department. Everyone, hats off to the fucking Justice Department. Wow. Woohoo! All right. Now, again, are they going to do anything? No. Will they ever do anything? No. But let's read anyway. The Justice Department has no qualms about the political blowback that would inevitably occur as a result of the agency criminally indicting Donald Trump. Oh, they have no qualms. Is that why every time that this article has been ran in the last, like, 18 to 20 months, they're like, oh, well, you know, can you really charge a sitting president? And then February 2021, can you really charge a sitting president, man? Like, I don't even know, man. And then Merrick Garland was like, I don't really know, man. We don't really know. Now, all of a sudden, they have no qualms. They have no qualms. The Dodge chief discussed the investigation in a new interview with NBC News, which is set to air Tuesday evening. An excerpt was released by the news station ahead of the full interview. Asked whether prosecutors would consider the potential for a mass civil unrest as a result of indicting civil unrest. I would say it's uncivil unrest with these fucking motherfuckers, but hey, that's just me. Mr. Garland indicated that they would not, so they're not concerned with it. We pursue justice without fear or favor. The Attorney General responded to NBC's Lester Holt. Do, like, websites like The Independent, do they have, like, an automatic, whenever they copy and paste, like, a quote, do they have, like, an automatic, like, AI go through and add the use to favor and other stuff like that? Like, I'm just curious, right? Because, like, this was reported in an American outlet, and in The Independent, which is a UK outlet, they have fifth hour with the U in it. Like, do they have to manually do that? Like, they copy and paste the quote, and then they just add the U in there? Like, is it plagiarism? Is that, like, why they do that, to avoid plagiarism? I don't know. The Attorney General's remarks did not depart significantly from those few he had made previously regarding... Oh, really? Okay, great. So, anyway. Is this going to happen? I'm going to guess... if I were to put my money on it, I'm going to guess it's not going to happen. That's just me. I'm going to guess it's not going to happen. But the orange man, folks, I don't know. It's a headline, you know. Someone will click on this video and go like, in the comment section. But I'm going to guess that the answer is no. Nothing will happen. But we'll see. I mean, I'm open to it, right? I strive for things to happen. That's my goal. It's my outcome. If I were to violate the law, you know what would happen? I'd go to jail. Orange man does it, and he collects billions of dollars, and he passes go. A little fucked up. So I'd say, send him to the fucking jail, motherfucker. But these motherfuckers ain't gonna do that. Anyway. Retro Boomer, $5. Buy a Max a treat. Thanks for being you. I think I'm out of coins, like, on my desk. Hold on. I gotta check for coins. I might be out of coins. You guys, you motherfuckers, I think I'm out of coins. Alright, y'all. I'm out of coins. So, take this screw. It's going to make a similar sound. I got a screw here that fell out of something. I don't remember what. Gonna put that in there. So we got a screw. I'll have to get more coins on my desk if I'm gonna continue this bit. But thank you, Retro Boomer. And there you go. Oh. Y'all, once again, I'm doing a Doom stream later at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to come in and watch me be a fucking goofball, I'm going to be like... Right, that's going to be me. So if you want to watch me be a goofball, I'd appreciate it. Anyway. Got a tip jar, folks. I can't believe this is working. Jesus Christ. Gonna be doing a show today. It's 10:42. 10:42, everybody. Just an update. It is 10:42. That's the update. Why no food though? I'm working on a new dietary strategy. That involves doing a fast once a week. I did the last one on Saturday. Today I'm doing this one. So, I mean, really, this is 2 in a week span. But next week I might do Thursday. So, and maybe I'll brand it. Maybe I'll start branding it as something. Who knows? I'm not sure. But anyway, I have a Q-cock. Folks. Motherfucking Q-cock. Save your Q-cocks until after the story, though. Because we are getting into the... Okay, I guess I already read it. Do you have recommendations for headsets? Is yours comfy with the glasses? That's been my problem. I don't remember what this is. This is like a Sennheiser something. I don't know. Is it comfy with the glasses? It could be comfier. Honestly, I'm also in the market of getting a new headset because I would like a new one. I'd like one that has better audio quality than this one. So I'm in the same market. If anyone else has recommendations, hit me up. Did the lack of a mouse also hinder cooking with the bitch? Not really. Editing, it doesn't really need mouse precision too much. But you know, I mean, it hinders my mood, which affects everything. So there you go. The Domi, what this is? That's a great question. Question for the chat. Raise your hand if you like the stream. Like the fucking stream. Like the fucking stream. I don't know how many times. I don't know how many goddamn times I need to tell. Realon, it appears you have a low IQ. Yesterday, I announced that I would be doing it next Wednesday. So I want to make sure I've got everything in order. I don't want to rush perfection. Anyway, speaking of rushing perfection, this is a news story. It's a bad news story. So I don't want to go into it like with a jokey kind of personality. So let me go like... No, I'm serious though. Like, I'm not fucking around. So this is what the right wing's doing. Indiana Attorney General is investigating the doctor who provided abortion services for a 10-year-old Ohio rape victim, doctor's lawyer says. So meanwhile, Democratic AGs, Merrick Garland, they're kind of doing nothing. Like, they're just like, oh, well, maybe one day we'll do something. Republican AGs all across the country, they're fucking with people. They're just fucking with people for no reason. The Indiana doctor who provided abortion services for a 10-year-old girl who was raped is now being investigated by the state's attorney general, according to a lawyer for the doctor. A notice from Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita of his inquiry into Dr. Caitlin Bernard arrived Tuesday. Attorney Kathleen Delaney said, "We are in the process of reviewing the information. It's unclear to us what is the nature of the investigation, what authority has to investigate." Now, again, the only reason that this investigation is happening is because the AG wants to be an asshole publicly. He wants to be an asshole publicly, right? It's not... I mean, there might be some ideological, you know, like, oh, ideologically, we want to fuck with these people. But I think it's mostly they just want to appear as if they're doing something. So, it's just like, I don't even know. Like, obviously it's a bogus investigation, right? Because the trigger law hasn't taken effect yet. And then also, right, this falls into a different week's guideline. Indiana's like week or whatever restriction is different than Ohio's. But it's like, this is like the state of the Republican Party, where they're willing to like just spend infinite resources of the state. And again, let's assume the Attorney General is successfully countersued. That's not going to mean anything. They might get a settlement and then he's fine, right? He already got, like, that's the thing you need to understand with the people in the state power, is they've got all the power and they don't fucking care about throwing trumped up charges on people. They don't care about spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on fake investigations. It doesn't matter to them. They don't care. They don't fucking care at all. CNN has reached out to Rokita for comment. The Attorney General had previously announced he would investigate Bernard for potential failure to report the abortion and possible violation of patient privacy laws. That actually did not occur, but, you know. I wouldn't even go as far as to say possible violation of patient privacy laws. I don't know, man. Like, putting all of these people on blast publicly, going on Fox News saying, we're gonna fuck with you. Probably doing a little bit more against patient privacy than the doctor giving someone crucial health care. I don't know. I'm just... Maybe. I don't know. Announcing and getting millions of people involved in an online witch hunt. Right? You know, I don't know. It's putting people's privacy at risk. That's for sure. The inquiry notice is the latest development in drama that has thrust Bernard to the forefront of the debate over abortion rights in the United States in the aftermath of the Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe v. Wade on June 24 and ending the federal right to an abortion. Bernard helped the 10-year-old after Ohio banned almost all abortions after 6 weeks of gestation. She told CNN earlier this month, adding that the girl was 6 weeks and 3 days into the pregnancy. Jesus fucking goddamn Christ. Within a week of the Supreme Court ruling, the girl underwent the procedure in Indiana. Under Indiana law, an abortion performed on a person younger than 16 years of age must be reported to the state's Department of Health and also to the Department of Child Services within 3 days of the abortion. Bernard reported the abortion procedure to the Indiana Department of Health on July 2 days after it was performed, as required by the department, according to the agency documents obtained by CNN. So basically, again, you can read the rest of this, but this is the gist, is that the Republicans, they don't care about what actually, like, oh, what actually happened, irrelevant. What the actual law is, irrelevant. All they care about is demonizing people for money and attention, because now this guy, this is what he's doing. He's building his political career. He's going on TV. Oh, this bitch is giving it abortion. Oh, we gotta investigate. And then Republican voters, because they're all fucking stupid mind fucking, they're zombies, right? The Republican voters are disgusting, evil, bigoted slimeball zombies. They're like fucking NPCs in a fucking role-playing game when you have the random encounters, right? Like, they just, like, these fucking weird slimes come out of the fucking grass and start fucking with you or something. That's what these guys are. Fuck them, right? But again, he's raising his profile. He doesn't care about wasting thousands of dollars of state fucking resources to investigate something that obviously didn't happen. Doesn't matter. It's all about using your platform to raise your profile so that you can maybe he'll be governor one day. Whoa! Right? Like this fucking shit, man. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous what this country is allowing to happen. Democrats are just like, well, yeah, sure, why not? I guess this is okay. Joe Biden's like, oh, well, let's not do anything too extreme. Right? Merrick Garland's like, well, maybe I'll do something at some point in time. Right? Like, who knows what these fucking, like, what is, like, hello? Like, these motherfuckers are fucking with people, destroying people's lives right now, and Democrats are, like, nowhere to be found. They're gone. Right? There is no opposition party. Now you might be thinking, Democrats are in power. Why would you refer to them as... Because they classify themselves as the opposition party at all times. They have power. They're still the opposition party, right? But they don't do anything, right? They don't... It's like, okay, so they're perpetually the opposition, even if they have power, and they never do anything regardless. So why do they exist? I don't know. The only reason the Democratic Party even exists at this point is to stop Republicans from having that seat. That's like that's really it. And to be honest, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. You vote for a Democrat and then a Republican doesn't sit in that seat and fuck your life up even further. That's not a bad deal, right? So the Democrats have a pretty good job. You run on the platform of, we're not that fucking psycho. You get elected and you sit on your ass and collect a government paycheck for 2 fucking years or 6 fucking years or 4 fucking years, depending on what office you're running for. I mean, again, it's pretty cool. I mean, maybe I should run as a Democrat. I love being lazy. I love doing nothing. That's a really good job. So I don't know. Today, I'd like to announce that I'm going to run. I don't know what I'm going to run for, but I'm going to run for something, right? And I will promise you I will do nothing. That's my platform. So there you go, folks. Jesus goddamn Christ. Americans will never rally behind a third party because Americans are fucking stupid. So that will never happen. A third party is like, not only is a third party, right? Like, it's just like structurally a really hard thing to do, right? Like Ross Perot got 20% of the vote, 0 electoral votes. So we need to overthrow the Electoral College before we even think about a third party. But Americans are just too fucking stupid. They're just too dumb. They're just dumb. Like, Americans are fucking dumb. So a third party is like the fucking carrot that you give them. Oh, see, look, you don't have to, like, blah, 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 blah. And a couple of dumb motherfuckers are going to go do it. But overall, nothing's going to fucking happen. Y'all, we got a show going on. Hopefully y'all are appreciating the energy levels on this program. I'm trying my best. I've got levels of energy that are they're leveling. And once again, I'd like to remind everyone there is a Doom stream at 1 o'clock. There's a Doom stream. If you want to watch me be goofball while I'm playing video games, that is an option. Show the fuck up. Get the fuck in there, motherfucker. It's like Q-cock, but all the time. You ask any question, you receive any answer. Motherfuckers are like, oh, I can't get my question answered in the Q-cock segment. Come to the goddamn Doom stream, you whining little fucking baby. Anyway, so we got a show going on today. We still have a lot going on. Have I played Stray? I don't play new games. I also don't know what it is. A little bit of Carbon Nation trapped. We are a part of the Carbon Nation, but it's trapped, and I had to get it out. Anyway, you ever meet these people that do this noise all the time? Like, my fucking grandparents would do this. Look, like just casually, like sitting at the table. Right? You know, like, what the hell is going on with these motherfuckers? Holy shit. Anyway, like, what is that? When am I getting? I'm working on it. I got a lot of shit on my plate, and I'm only one person, so please bear with me. But part 1, locating the nearest post office. That's part 1. And so, once I get part 1 accomplished, part 2 will fall into place. It's a cat game. These people never owned cats, so I don't think it is a cat thing. I don't know. Anyway, we got a show. Folks, there's some really important news that we need to talk about. The woke mob. Folks, I need everyone to understand. The woke mob. If you're watching this video, and you're not watching the live stream version, I would like to introduce myself. I'm the professor of anti-woke industries, and I'm against wokeism in all forms. Now, those of you watching my live stream know that I have a career dedicated to anti-wokeism, but the woke mob doesn't care about my career. They will make as much gains as they can, and they're making more gains. That's right, folks. The woke mob. I need you to understand the absolute power of the woke mob. Once again, the woke mob has stricken, this time, the vice president. Now, we already know Kamala Harris. She's woke. She is woke as hell. I mean, have you seen her skin color? I mean, I'm not supposed to. Have you? She's a Democrat. She's woke. All right, weird. She is like up there on the woke scale. Twitter blows up over Kamala Harris introducing herself with she, her pronouns and a description of her clothing. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Folks, not only has the woke mob overthrown the vice presidency of this country, but Twitter has blown up. Twitter blew up. It's gone. Burned to the ground. So let's play this clip, and then we'll read the article. This is some serious stuff, folks. This is some really serious stuff.
Good afternoon. I want to welcome these leaders for coming in to have this very important discussion about some of the most pressing issues of our time. I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit. And
the woke mob. They got her. They got her. She's been wokeified. An event with Vice President Kamala Harris on Tuesday featured her and guests at the table introducing themselves with their names, pronouns, and descriptions of their clothing, drawing both mockery and defense from media members online. Harris led a round table about the overturning of Roe v. Wade and its effects on disabled people. Y'all. So, let me get this straight. Now, once again, I need you to understand that the actual tactic here, in all seriousness, right? The Republicans, it's the same thing with, like, the AOC being at an abortion rights protest. And then, like, the headlines in Republican media are, she faked being handcuffed. I mean, in reality, the police told her to put her hands behind her back. And she even defied their orders by, giving up a fist of solidarity with fellow protesters, right? But, that's all the media is. Oh, faking this. Oh, she's a fake. Oh, she faked it. Oh, right? Not even really discussing the fact, like, the context of the matter, right? So now here we have the White House doing something. In reality, it's nothing. It's milquetoast garbage, right? But they're doing something, theoretically, about the overturning of Roe v. Wade. But it's not about the overturning of Roe v. Wade. It's about pronouns, right? Because that's what the game of Republicanism is. It's about fucking whatever stupid garbage to distract from the fact that they're actually trying to tackle real issues. Now, again, the vice president, this task force, whatever she's doing, it's garbage, right? It's not going to do anything. But it's specifically a task force meeting about how the effects of, people's right to an abortion getting stripped away is going to affect disabled people. So, of course, she's going to be describing what color suit she's wearing, right? Of course, right? Like, again, like, it's just like, but these people don't care about accessibility. Like, these are the people that are like, why are they building a ramp to my restaurant? I don't want any of them cripples getting into my bar. I'm going, you need to get up to 6 steps in order to get a drink at my bar, right? Like, these are the motherfuckers that are like, how dare they put a handicap spot in my parking lot? The woke mob won't let me park right outside my own building. Goddamn son of bitches. Right, like these motherfuckers, man. Jesus fucking Christ. The whiny little fucking snowflake bastards. Holy fucking Christ. So anyway, Greg Price says, just a quote, literally all the guests at Kamala's event are introducing themselves by saying their pronouns and what they are wearing. What the fuck? Like in this guy's mind, Greg Price, he sees this and he's like, this is how he's looking. Right, like I just want like live feed of Greg Price like watching this for the first time. All right, check this out.
Thank you, Rovenski, and thank you, Madam Vice President. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a white woman with long brown hair. I'm wearing a red dress, and I'm wearing a see-through mask so you can see my red lips.
That's Greg Price. He is freaking the fuck out. Oh my god. Now blind people are gonna know what color this person is wearing. Oh no! Right, these motherfuckers are at the library. They don't want to ban books just with the gay people and the trans people. They're at the library and they're going to the Braille section, motherfucker. They're going to go to that Braille section and they're going to bring their fucking lighters and their fucking goddamn headlight fluid and they're going to blow that fucking shit down. Blind people having access to education? Nah. Fuck that shit. Fuck the blind. That's the fucking new Republican mantra. If you're blind, fuck you, right? You're not even going to see me flipping you off. How are you even going to know? This is fucking like, Jesus goddamn Christ. These people are such whiny fucking babies. Oh my god. When did Kamala become a biologist? So-called comedian Tim Young quipped, a biologist? You need to be a biologist? to describe the color of your fucking suit? You need to be a biologist? What? What? Y'all, what the fuck? In order to become a biologist, step one, you don't need a master's degree. You don't need to go like study scientific research. No. Right? Like, step one, wear a blue suit. Step two, say out loud that you're wearing a blue suit. Step three, there is no step three. You're a biologist now. What the fuck? Quote, this is why the rest of the world laughs at us. Ex-journalist Beth Bauman added, who the fuck is an ex-journalist? Yeah, I was a journalist, and then I decided to stop. So why are you talking? Like, who cares about what you have to say? Right? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Blind people being respected in any capacity? The world is laughing at us. Quote, and they wonder why ordinary Americans think these people have lost their grip. National Review's Dan McLaughlin tweeted, lost their grip on what? Like, what? Like, imagine seeing this video, and this is a defining moment of the culture war. We must all comment on the new... This is like... You ever, like, you know, sometimes in my world here, when I'm doing YouTube stuff, there's like a news story. Like the Roe v. Wade thing is one of those news stories, right? Where it's like everything that you covered before that, like it's like a moment where everything changes, right? The landscape changes, right? You know, it's like the commentary changes. You need to change your perspective on everything because like there's so much going on, right? Like you like, but these people, like, they have that feeling when Kamala Harris says, I am wearing a blue suit. Like, they have that, the game has changed. Democrats are now tyrannical. Kamala Harris pointed out a suit was blue. We must send in the troops. Like, what? Like, what? Like, seriously, I cannot imagine possibly caring about this. Like, Jesus Christ. Quote, if she would repudiate woke inanities when moved towards a commonsensical centrism, she would be embraced by a majority of Americans. Instead, she just digs in. The American Enterprise Institute's Christina. First of all, that's not true. You think first of all, she is a centrist. In fact, she's not even a centrist. She's a right winger, right? She is against universal health care, against legalizing marijuana, even though she campaigned on it, right? She's against like commuting student loans. She's against eviction moratorium. She's against doing anything on COVID. She's against schooling. She's pro-prison. She's pro-drug war. She's pro-crime. She's pro-cop. She's a fucking tried and true right-winger, let's be honest. But she wears a blue suit and then she says, I'm a girl, and now these people are flipping the fuck out? Like, what? Holy fucking shit, we got some dumb motherfuckers. And what the hell happened with Rob Schneider? I didn't know Rob Schneider was like a right-wing psychopath. Like a couple months ago or a couple years ago, I don't know. It depends on like how you perceive time. But when COVID started, this guy like outed himself as like a right-winger. Like Rob Schneider, what happened to this guy? Was he always this weird? I don't know, man. But I'm quote. So this is quote Rob Schneider. Also, he's quoting, I'm the Democratic Party. This is a blue dress. I'm seated in a brown chair. The carpet is red. The people are giggling. My pronouns are he/her. The recession isn't real if I close my eyes. And this November, we will lose control of both houses of Congress in a fucking landslide. I don't know why Rob Schneider's afraid of the F word. But, like, this is an event for the blind. Like, they're doing an event that's accessible for blind people. Like, the joke that Rob Schneider is making is, again, fuck the blind. Like, he might as well say, I don't care about blind people. The idea that the vice president would say she's wearing a blue dress on an event that I wouldn't even watch unless right-wing media served it up to me is ridiculous. Unbelievable. Fuck the blind. Like, what? What kind of, like... This is where we're at, though. I need you to understand. Republicans are insane. They're not here. They're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you know? Like, these motherfuckers are Looney Tunes, right? They're out of control. They're on drugs. They're on drugs. They're on drugs. And not the good kind of drugs, like fucking weed or something that makes you chill the fuck out, or mushrooms to make you happy, and just like, you know, like the fact that you're even alive on this planet is just amazing, right? They're doing the bad kind of drugs, right? Like fucking, I don't even know. Like, it's a drug I've never heard of, right? Because they're fucking insane. Anyway, Beth Bauman says this is why the rest... Oh, I already read this. Okay. They're just... Okay, this is just all the tweets. Jesus. Anyway, I don't need... Like, I just... America. 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 That's all I got. Oh. Oh my God, my back. Oh my God. Folks, that's pretty much the show. Once again, y'all should pop into my Doom stream in 112 minutes. It would be pretty cool if you did. I did not see Bernie's speech, unfortunately. Oh, I can't handle that. Oh. You're not a gamer? That's fine. Usually in these streams, I end up shit-talking, like, Christians, like, for, like, 3 hours. And then Bodan gets mad. That's usually how they go. What is this like? You see this face? This is like a horror movie villain face. Look at this. Like, I look like that motherfucker from like Hellraiser, you know? What happened to my upper lip? I could just make it disappear. Check this out. Look. They're gone. What the fuck's going on with the human face? Like, why do we have all these muscles? Like, what use? Why does this muscle exist for me to do this? I don't know. Yeah, the last fucking Doom stream, I ended up having a debate with fucking Johnny Too Late's stupid fucking mom. And the one before that also. No drinking since you're fasting, that's correct. Other than, I'll probably have a third cup of coffee. This is my second. But I'll probably have a third, motherfuck. Because I'm addicted. We will not let them teach transgender to our kids. They just don't know, like, they don't know grammar. Like, when people say a transgender, their grammar is not their strong suit. Anyway, if you want to see me make fun of Johnny Too Late's stupid fucking mom, show up in 109 minutes in the Doom stream, and we'll have a good time. Anyway, that's my show for today. Next week, Cooking with the Bitch, 100% guaranteed. Today, I'm not eating any food. If you'd like to join me, I'll probably eat before the show tomorrow, but, you know, if you'd like to join me, feel free. Tip jar. I'm going to get some more, like, loose change on my desk. We got a screw in here as well. I don't know if you can see. Tip jar. It's a visual metaphor. You know, it's a way to, you know, yeah, I better get this fucking bitch's fucking, you know, sit her down and say, it's time to debate. I gotta get some content here, motherfucker. Thank you, mothers. Hashtag. There you go. Oh. Yeah, this fucking stupid bitch was like, oh, your skin is pale. That is anti-white racism. I was offended. Put some leaves in the jar? I could. Anyway. Bye-bye! I hope y'all enjoyed this program. It's a little bit wacky and zany, but you know what? It's kind of cool. So anyway, thank you. Y'all have a good one.
Here I am, Nancy Pelosi, saying this country needs a strong Republican Party, and we do.
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
I'll kiss every guy, man and woman, man and woman. Look at that guy, how handsome he is. I'll kiss him.
He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. And I resent.
Are you talking
like
about Hunter?
hell.
Are you talking about
I'm talking about my son, Bo Biden. You're talking about.
I don't know, Bo. I know Hunter. Hunter got thrown out of the military. He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. It wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use, and he didn't have a job until you became vice president.
I am not up to the job. And I mean that sincerely. It's not like,
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce.